2 feet. Okay, so now you're going to be starting. First thing first, you start with accurate body measurements. Like I said, watch, check the video, check the comments, the link in the comment section. Go there right now and take your measurements. Right in the video there is a comment section there as well that we have put all the details you're going to be needing to take your body measurements for your vertical and horizontal measurement. Then the next thing you want to do is to use standard ease allowance. Yes, there is something we call standard ease allowance. This allows for movement. Nobody is not static, it moves. Most especially all the measurement that goes across the body, like the bust, the waist, the hip, and the legs. So I'm going to be giving you the standard ease allowance. For bodies which is the fitted, you're going to be using 2 to 4 centimeter. That is if you are working with centimeter. But if it is inches, it is 0.75 to 1.5 inches. That should be added to the bust, the waist, the under bust. That is for the bodies fitted. That is where you're adding that ease allowance. Like I said again, 2 to 4 centimeter is 0.75 to 1.5 inches. So now for skirts fitted, you're going to be using ease allowance of 2 to 3 centimeter, and that is about 0.75 to 1.25 inches, and that is just the waist and the hip. That is for the skirt fitted. That is ease allowance for the skirt fitted. And for pants, you're going to be using 3 to 5 centimeter, which is 1.25 to 2 inches. Hips and your crotch. I hope you are learning and you are jotting. Take your pen and be jotting all this down. Then for your sleeve is 2 to 4 cm, which is 0.75 to 1.5 inches. That is at the bicep. Okay, that is at the bicep area. That's where you're going to be using that measurement. So on your measuring tape, you know you have inches there and you have centimeter here. Okay, so just work with whichever one you know works well for you. Okay, but be consistent. Okay, so if you're using centimeter, continue centimeter. If you're using inches, go well with it, because if you are not consistent, you may actually confuse yourself, which will affect the foundation of your calculation. Now the next approach is to divide the circumference measurement properly. Now we're going to be talking about the calculation right now. So for your bust, your under bust, your waist circumference, all those measurements are to be divided by 4 inches. That is your bust, your under bust, your waist, your hip. Their circumference are to be divided by 4 inches before you now add your ease allowance, and then you now add your seam allowance. That is all the allowance you need. I'm going to be putting all these details, the ease allowance, the one I just called now, I'm going to be putting them in the comment section so you can make use of it. Like I said, circumference has to be divided by 4. That is your bust, your under bust, your waist, and then your hip. Divide them by 4, and then add your ease allowance. Then go ahead and also add your seam allowance. Then the next approach is to apply vertical measurements. As vertical measurement, just apply them, plot them right on your pattern like that. You don't need any calculation for your vertical measurement. Just plot them directly onto your drawing. That is how to do that. So now let's double with around 9 to 10 inches. You can also work with 22 to 24 inches if you are working with a sleeve length fold. So for accurate body measurement, for armhole calculation now, you can use two formula, which is the bust divided by 4 minus 1, the shoulder divided by 2 plus 1. So now let me show you case study of a measurement that I'm going to be doing the division right here now, and then I'm going to be showing the case study. So these are my measurements that I have here. Your shoulder, just like I said, if you're working with a shoulder is to be divided by 2. Okay, so that means when your shoulder is divided by 2, so that means your shoulder now will be 8. That is, your shoulder is divided by 2. Now your bust circumference is to be divided by 4. Okay, so divide by 4. So the bust circumference, 36 divided 4 is going to be giving me 9. Your under bust circumference is to be divided by 4 as well. And this is going to be giving me 8 because I have 32 here. So, and then this is going to be giving me 8, okay? So, and then your waist circumference is to be divided by 4 as well. So this also divided by 4 giving me 7, divided by 4 giving me 7.5, right? And then my hip circumference divided by 4 2. So my hip circumference is giving me 9.5. So your armhole, circle circumference, your armhole is, that is your armhole round, is to be divided by 2. So that means your armhole that you're going to be plotting on you have on your pattern after plotting it should be around 8.5. Just like I said before that you can have armhole ranging between 7.5 to 8.5, and your bust span is to be divided by 2. That is your nipple to nipple distance. You can also call it nipple to nipple distance. So this is to be divided by 2, and this is going to be giving you 4. Then you can rightly now place all your vertical measurements. So those are the measurements that are majorly divided. So now talking about the ease allowance. So like I said, your ease allowance, you add to them before you now begin to say I want to add seam allowance of 2 inches, I want to work with 1 inch, right? So for my shoulder, there is no ease allowance, okay? So for my bust circumference, there is ease allowance, and then I can say I want to, for this one, medium, I'm working with the medium measurement, so I'm just going to be working with ease allowance of about 1 inch. So I can work with 1 inch, and then I work with 1 inch all through. That is for my bust, under bust, waist circumference, hip circumference. That is for my ease allowance. So if you are working with small, you can say I want to work with 0.75. And we're working with large measurements, you can work with 1.5. Okay, so same thing goes with the crotch and the like. So then that puts me to 10, 9, 8.5, and then 10.5 here. So these are the measurements I use in plotting